Thank you very much for that riveting welcome. I guess I'm going to have to live up to the great introduction that you have done. Thank you very much. Firstly, I want to welcome all of you to this webinar. And I think probably some of you are asking themselves questions around what is the relevance of MTN when it comes to the smart city, IoT, and making sure that we can progress these capabilities going forward. Let me just give you a bit of context, right? So we as MTN, we are predominantly a connectivity player. And I'll be honest with you, when you are looking for connectivity partner to leverage on use cases around IoT and ultimately delivering a smart city initiative, really connectivity is a bedrock. It's very, very key. It's fundamental to get it right so that you can build from there and going forward. MTN as an organization today, we are proud that we're not only good at building, the connectivity piece. Myself as a head of product that is looking after multiple products within MTN Business. Just to give you a snippet, I'm looking after the connectivity business, which is responsible for driving fixed connectivity into enterprise businesses across different industries, leveraging on our capability on IoT, where we don't only do SIM management, but at a local and also at a global scale, but we also drive acceleration of use cases, leveraging of the power of data that is extracted from these devices and sensors, and also help you with conversations around how you enable capability that you want, depending on the industry that you find yourself in. There's a cloud play that I'm also looking after, which is the ability to leverage hyperscaler solutions, mix them with our data center investment that has local, call it private cloud deployment, drive a hybrid capability where you can have workloads moving between local capability as in the data centers and also public cloud, manage them through one control panel and be able to actually drive workloads and pay for them as you use them. And the last one that I'm looking after is the security capability. To have a smart seat-enabled conversation or initiative, you cannot leave security behind. It's very, very important. And it's not only security for the endpoint devices, it's security for the network, it's security for the hardware, it's security for the applications, and security for the perimeter, and also taking it further and making sure that you've got a security operating center that can monitor your environment 24/7 and make sure that there's proactive monitoring of any threats. Distributed denial of services can be mitigated before they happen. And this is really the capability that we are building as MTN. Today, MTN has got key big bets that we are taking to market. We've got data-driven business, which has got over 13.6 million active users in our base. We've got a digital business that is driving approximately 10 million IOBA customers. We've got a fintech business. We've got enterprise business, which has got a market share growth of 33% year on year. And we are also the biggest wholesale business in South Africa, approximately about 10 billion that we are delivering on that business. If you look at now the conversation that we want to have around the relevance of 5G IoT in enabling the smart cities, MTN today has got about 65,000 cell sites across South Africa with about 15% coverage on 5G. The conversation that we want to have, which we are going to have in a deeper level later on, my colleague Sudipto we'll obviously be going into the how with regard to how you leverage our capability to actually deliver the smart cities. But use cases that we have seen that are enabled by all these things that I have mentioned. One of them that are pretty quite relevant from a South African point of view, and I was just listening to one video that was quite interesting. Schneider Electric and UJ drove an initiative in Kokwane village, where this village was they call themselves forgotten people, where there's no municipal services at all. Kokwane village is a village that has got about 100 people. And I believe there's about 3 or 4 people that are actually working in that community. Some of the challenges this community has been having is, just as an example, people had to drive or walk to another village where there's a generator, where they've got access to a little bit of power, and they were charged to actually charge a cell phone. They were charged like 5 rand, sometimes 3 rand to actually charge a cell phone. Wait for it for 2 hours, sometimes an hour, come back and be able to exercise their need to speak, in essence. And what Schneider Electric has done is they've deployed solar power in Gokane village. They've invested in panels that are able to pump boreholes and extract water. And I've seen the benefit that comes from that, where IoT has actually been used to monitor this deployment, because this is a mission critical for this village. Extracting water, being able to water your garden, being able to provide food for sustainability, being able to provide water to the kettles, being able to provide people with clean water, and all those kind of things. This is really how IoT can really deliver the basic requirements of human dignity. MTN as an organization believes that we give people the benefits of a modern connected world, and we obviously deliver that through the capability that we are building. Being able to provide IoT and help these communities to have continued access to that infrastructure and monitor it proactively before it goes down. Because if it does go down, it means the community is not able to live and have sustainable lives. So IoT, the power of connectivity, the infrastructure, extraction of data, making sure that the data is actually used to proactively monitor, maintain, and support those communities, and ultimately give them a better life. These people today are having a bakery which is driven by solar, which is monitored centrally, and making sure that bread is delivered to the communities on a daily basis. Some of these people were actually saying that they are not able to access bread. Bread, they would see it when visitors come from outside. So I'm really making one of these use cases from our back home here in South Africa. And it's not only Gokwane village that is going through these basic, challenges. There are many villages in South Africa where there's no infrastructure, where organizations like MTN, leveraging all technology capabilities, 5G, 4G, 3G, being able to get there wide into the rural areas and be able to provide visibility from an infrastructure point of view to ensure that people have got access at least to a modern connected life. The dignity of a modern connected life is what we believe in as MTN, and we live every day trying to deliver on that, regardless of whether you are in the city or you are in the rural areas. This is who we are. I want to thank you for giving me the time to give you an elevator conversation. I'm going to hand back now to Ryan. Thank you very much.